Hello. Hi, everybody. Um, oh my gosh, I was really, really awake and full of energy. And then I had this meeting that went to like 8 o'clock, and I should say. And then I went to put Peter to bed, and I lay down, and I started feeling like I wanted to fall asleep with him. So now I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, like I need to wake up. So apologize about that. Kind of funny. I didn't expect that to happen because I had so much energy like prior to that, and yeah, well, stuff happens. So welcome tonight. I'm going to be talking about how to use your energy um, for healing. So, for those of you who don't know me, I have several people here who are new. So, I am Valeria, and I am a quantum energy psychic healer and medium, intuitive. And hi, somebody say is here. Hi, thanks for coming. Um, just put it in the chat if you're here so I can say hi to you. Anyway, so yeah, and I started my journey last year, as many healers started last year with COVID, having time to go inwards within ourselves and start to look for things and heal ourselves so that we can do things. Oh, hi, Tao. Okay, no problem. Thanks for coming and saying hi. So anyway, that's kind of how I started. And I'm an art teacher. I have been teaching for about 15 years. I am really good at it, and I love it. And now I'm feeling like I'm ready to move away from that. Hi, Patty. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. So I'm starting to feel like I need to move away from it because I am not feeling as fulfilled as I used to with teaching. And not because of the kids, obviously, because, I love the kids, but because of just everything else, all of, I guess, the politics about it and how things are going around. If you see me bouncing, it's because I got my bouncing ball. I'm sitting on my bouncing ball tonight. Um, just love it. And yeah, I kind of sit still right now. Anyway, so that's a little bit about me. I also wanted to tell you I only have 4 spots left for my special pricing for the light language healing. It is really fantastic. It really moves energy quickly, and it will also activate light language in you if that's something that you want to do or in terms of using it for your own healing. It's a different type of energy, and tonight we're talking about using energy for your own healing, so it goes right hand in hand with that you'll be able to use that. And it's only for the next like week and a half that you can book for that price. So make sure that you grab one of those if you are interested, because it really will make a difference in yourself, in what you're wanting to heal. And this is not just healing physical stuff, but also like mental stuff, because a lot of the mental stuff comes from the physical and vice versa. Okay, a little bit too much of that, but I mean, I can go into that for a whole bunch of time. Is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so anyway, I put the link for that in case you want to do that, and I also wanted to let you know about the automatic writing. It is so helpful if you're doing this on your own, or if you're not doing it on your own. I highly recommend you to start it and just try it, because you will start to connect with your higher self and your guides, your own guides, and you're going to start receiving those messages that you are always asking for. So it helps you trust in yourself and those messages that you are receiving um, pretty much on a daily basis. And it just makes you have that connection, so that you start opening more and more up to your own gifts. And as you guys know, I have said this before, one of my purposes in life is to empower you and give you the tools so that you can heal yourself, and that you can use um, your own abilities, whatever it is that you have within you, in order to be able to heal, to use it for yourself, and if you so choose, to also help others as well. So that's one of the things that I'm passionate about. I have been doing this really much my whole life, in terms of empowering people to do their own things without realizing it. And now I'm like, oh, okay, so that was all preparing me for this point right here. So, isn't it beautiful how everything just works together? Hi, Emma. So nice to see you. I miss you. I miss our chats. We need to set up a chat again soon. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you about a little bit. Those two things. If you are not doing automatic writing on your own, or some people call it channel writing, same thing. I encourage you to try it. If you don't know what it is and you want a little bit of support with that, or you want to do it in numbers, you can join my group. We're meeting now twice a month on a Saturday morning, and we have a great group of people that we have made like really, really like connections like this. Like seriously, we're getting messages for each other. It's just really, really magical. And anyway, if that's something that interests you, I encourage you to look into that, or to just do it on your own, because it really brings you those messages clearly to concrete, something concrete on paper. Okay, so I want to talk about how to use your own energy and for your own healing. And I believe I showed somebody, I think it was Patty, last on my last live that I did on how to create like an energy ball, and then use that energy ball to like move energy from the body. So this is very similar, or to that exercise that I showed you guys on the last video that I had. So if you haven't seen it, you can go back and check that out, because it was pretty powerful. And whatever I say here, if you're watching it or if you catch it, it's for you as well. So if I'm answering questions for a specific person and you're listening to it, chances are that answer also relates to you. So I mean, that's kind of like how it works. So it's just like if you're meant to be here listening to this, then, or even later when you catch the replay, the message is also for you, and you're also able to get the healing. Okay, so if you put your hands like this, like you're going to hold a ball, right, an imaginary ball, put them in front of you, and I'm just holding them up high here because the computer is here, but like I usually would put it like, let me see, I don't want to put it by my boobs or anything, but you know what I'm saying, like usually here, like where you're a little bit more comfortable. So you hold, you just put your hands like this, like you're going to hold a ball, and there's no ball in there, but there is, and you'll start to feel energy flowing from one hand to the other. So like your fingers are you are all energy, right? So we are all energy, and we are inside this physical three-dimensional body right now, and this body that we have in this reality is holding our energy for the time being that we're here on this earth. And then when we cross over, our energy just leaves the body, which is why the body stops working, and we call that death or dying. But our energy, ourselves, is still here, and is still alive, and is still everywhere, and it's still you. So when you put your hands like this, and you start to feel that little bit of tingling on your fingers, or you might start to feel some resistance in your hands, or if you do this, like right now, I feel like a little resistance of like energy, kind of like having two magnets back to back, like the back of the magnets, when you're like trying to put them together and they like push away. So you hold your hands like this until you start to feel that. You start to feel the tingling. You may feel some heat, especially if you do Reiki. I do Reiki as well, so I'm pretty much feeling the heat right now. So if you're doing anything like that, then you're going to start to feel that. And then just do this, like gently move your hands closer together, and you will feel that little like push and pull, like you're pushing something and it's like pushing your hands back. Okay, and then you're just going to feel something on it. So let me know if this is working for you, if you're trying it right now. Let me know if you're feeling something, or if you've done this before. You might want to put them a little bit closer together if you're not feeling anything here. Like I usually have a lot of energy moving through, so I can do this and feel it right here. But if you're just starting out and you're not able to feel it yet, you can just put them closer together. Oh, like right here, I definitely feel like this like pull, like if I had the two polar ends of what do you call that? The magnets, right? So if you are trying this, let me see if there's anything here. Hi, Power, your shoe's back, yay! Okay, so try this. Try putting your hands like this and see if you feel it. See if you feel that little pull. Now, even if you don't feel it, the energy's there. So just to let you know, the energy's there in between your hands. And where is the energy coming from? It's coming from you, from within you. So this is part of you. It's part of your energy. So your energy, you're in this three-dimensional body, right? You put your hands together, so you're connecting it, right? So it's like making a circle, you're connecting it, and then you feel like you're feeling that, Emma? It is amazing, right? So that's you. That's part of your energy, and you can feel it, and you can see how that feels, right? And you can play with this, right? Like, oof, I'm going like this, and I can actually literally feel it as if I had an actual ball that I was like playing back and forth. Okay, so you take that ball, and then you intend it, that's your energy here, you intend your own energy to heal your body. So what part of your body do you want to work on today, right? So let's say you have a headache, you make your little energy ball, and you can call in any guides or angels or anyone that you usually work with to help you with this if you want, because it usually does help and it makes it stronger if you are asking for help from the divine, as to just doing it from your own single divine being. You know, if you ask for help from your guides, the angels, or the Buddha, or anyone that you're working with, then ask for them to help you with this, and then you put the intention that this ball of energy, which is coming from within you, is going to now heal you. So let's say you have a headache, then you would take that ball and you would put it on your head, and you would kind of feel that ball of energy penetrating your head. And you see what I'm doing? Like I'm putting it there, like it's there. And then you just allow that energy to do its magic. You don't have to know how it's going to work, why it's going to work, when it's going to work. You're just going to like let it be. Trust on your own energy, your own divine being, that this is working, because it is. Okay. So just trust that this is working. Just put it there, and then surrender. So that's a big word. It's been coming up for me, and when I've been talking with some of my clients as well, it's been coming out: surrender, surrender. And what they mean by that is surrender to the divine, surrender to the beings of light, to God, the angels, whomever it is, the universe, whomever it is that you're working with. Surrender that they will take care of this, and that they know. So your energy knows what to do. Your energy and your soul knows what to do with this ball of energy. And as soon as you give that intention of, okay, get rid of my headache, and I'm just using headache because I mean, I don't have any ailments right now that I can feel, but that's like up here on my head, so I can show you easier. So you can put it there and then just surrender. And when you surrender, and I've done this before in my meditations with you, you basically just start being grateful, thankful, and just being thankful to your guides for helping you, being here with you, and just being thankful for this working. And when you do that, when you start being thankful, giving thanks, and just thinking of that with gratitude, then you get out of your own head, right? Because if I put it here, I'm thinking, okay, I have a headache, so I'm going to put this here. And I'm thinking, okay, headache, please go away, headache, stay, or whatever. And then my own mind, it starts to get in the way of like, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, this is like, it's not going to work. It's not good. And yeah, I can feel the headache coming even stronger. And you start coming up with all of these things that your ego's telling you. And your ego's like, telling you all of these things to keep you safe, right? From like opening up to what's possible. So it's okay. Just like tell it to like go away. It's okay, ego, I hear you, but I'm going to be okay and allow this to work. However, if you are concentrating on being thankful, giving thanks for all of this, then then you get out of your own head and you allow the universe to do its work for you. Okay, so there's a question here. So I have a question. How does this work when working on other people who are asking for this? I'm assuming they need to be in total receiving mode themselves, right? Yes, that is correct. So this is not something that you want to do on anyone without them asking, right? So let's say I had a sibling or someone that I cared about that they really were having like a chronic pains or something, and I wanted to give them and send them that healing. Um, that healing is just going to go right past. It's not. They're not going to receive it. They're not going to receive it if they're not asking for it. If they don't really want it, they might say yes, yes, please give me that. But then in their head, is thinking, yeah, that's not going to work. They're not in receiving mode. And if they're not asking you for it, then you're pretty much just giving your energy, you're sending your energy away, and it's not going to really help them. So what I do, you know how I tell you, like guys, a lot of times, like to expand yourself, expand your love, and like give love to like everybody in your neighborhood and stuff like that. Um, so what you intend is for it to go to anyone who is willing to receive it, and it is for the highest good of everyone involved. So if it goes through a person who is not at the stage where they're able to receive it, then it just bypasses them and it goes to the next person who is able to receive it and want it. Yeah, so I never do any work or I never send energy to anyone just because like I feel bad for them. Like if I see something, I'm like, oh, that's they have so much pain, or and I want to feel bad and send some energy. I don't do that because I don't have that person's permission, right? Um, if you have someone that has a child, for example, or a friend, and the friend is asking you, hey, can you do some healing on my friend, then you have to ask that person, right? If that person has already given the okay to the friend who's asking you, then you can go and send it and they will receive it. But if they're just asking like, oh, do you think this would help my friend, my sibling, my family, or whomever it is, but they don't know about it or they are close to this type of healing, then that's not going to help them. It's just going to kind of like having your angels right here, right? Remember I talked to you about your angels are with you all the time, and like they're on the sidelines and they're like always cheering you up, but they're not going to help you unless you ask for their help. So it's like that, right? So like I have my whole group of helpers here, my whole group of healing light and different beings that are with me to help me, and they're always here supporting me, cheering me on and everything. But unless I ask, please help me with this particular thing, help me, like for example tonight I asked my guys to help me with the live so that I would communicate what the audience needed to hear. So I'm asking specifically for their help, and then they step in and then they can help, right? So it's kind of like that. I hope that answered that question, Emma. um, I hope that was clear. So yeah, never just send energy to someone just because you feel bad, or because you want to help without their consent. You need to, you can send things out, and it's just not going to do that much of a difference. If you send love to like everybody, it's the same thing. Love energy, healing energy, whatever it is that you're sending out, you need the person's consent. So when I do that, I always set the intention of for the highest good of everyone. So that basically like skips anybody who doesn't want it or who's not ready to receive it at this time. And you might be thinking, who wouldn't want it? Um, well, it's the same thing as, I don't know, not wanting a piece of cake for somebody who loves cake, right? I love cake. But if somebody doesn't like it because that's not what they do, then it's like you're pushing something they don't want on them. So you don't want to do that at all. Okay, so that's kind of like how you use the energy to heal yourself. Now, let's say you have like arthritis, right? Like on your knee, you can make your ball of energy, and then you can put that on your knee, and then just let it do its work. And you can do this anytime, as many times as you need to, or want to, or remember to. You can put it there like at night, right before you fall asleep, because you know the energy is going to continue to work while you go to sleep. And by the way, your body heals its best at night while you're sleeping, and also while you're not digesting, which is why it's really important for you to stop eating early at night. So like 6 o'clock as the latest, like that's your last bite, because your body needs to digest all the food first, right? Because when you go to bed, your body is digesting the food. So it's working on digesting the food. And then after you digest everything, then the body goes into the mode of healing the body itself. And because we are used to eating so much all the time and not giving our bodies a rest from the food, then we are in constant digestion mode, and our body doesn't have that time that it used to have to heal itself from different things, right? So, okay, so Emma says, yes, it's super helpful. Thank you. So, this is so timely and divine, as I've always been curious about energy, work, Reiki, etc. And a few days ago at the grocery store, I was drawn to a note written on a bulletin board about circle healing for cancer patients. Yes, it's been in my psyche since, and I really wanted to go, but I didn't feel like I knew where to start. This is brilliant. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So that's a really good topic. So if you have or if you know someone who is suffering from some type of huge illness like cancer, you can still heal through energy healing, right? So first of all, the person needs to be open to it, and then you have to be positive, and then you actually really need to have the universe take over for you. So you, like for me, like I am not the healer. The healing energy runs through me, and I pass it on to you, whomever is open to receiving it, right? So it kind of runs through me. So we each are the ones who can heal ourselves. If you have something that you need to heal for yourself, you have the power to do so. And you do that by, there's many ways of doing it, but it's like putting the energy and the intent that that's what you're working on. Um, and it and it can take time or it can be really fast. And how does that work? It depends on what you have to work on, right? So, like, we all have trauma and we have things that have happened to us in our lives. And when you have things that have happened, we start burying them in our bodies because, like, we don't know how to deal with it, or it's been super hurtful, or something has happened to us, so we start burying it. And then you can have a lot of healing happen or work on it. You can work with a lot of healing modalities and get healing that will work temporarily, and it will lift things and it will start to open things. But if you don't get to the root of what is causing it, then it's going to continue to kind of like brew and pop up again. So working on yourself, um, like the shadows or like your deepest things that you have gone through, that's like key in getting rid of disease or things that you have been holding on to. I can talk about this for a long time. I have a group that I'm going to be opening in June. It's going to be starting in June. Wow, that seems like it's sort of really close by. So maybe like, I don't know, sometime in June it's going to start, and it's a group that I'm going to open for only 5 people to work in this small group, kind of like, I don't know what to call it, container, where I can guide each person to heal their wounds, to open up and get rid of whatever it is that's popping up, bubbling up, and also to awaken your own healing abilities so that you can use them as well. So, kind of like giving you that power, kind of like giving you that baton, like that you do in the Olympics of, okay, this is what you do, and this is how we're going to do it, and let's see what you need to work on. And then we do healing, quantum energy healing, and like a variety of things that I work with that I have seen when I've been doing my one-on-one healings. I've been using a lot of different modalities, and usually when I do my one-on-ones, it's like whatever the guides tell me that that person needs, that's what comes out. So I can do a lot of different things, and it's different from everybody. But once I am tuned into the person I'm working with, like different things come up. So this group that I created, that I'm going to launch, to start in June, it's going to be specifically for that. So it's going to help you basically like get to living your best life. And it's going to be called, it is called, I should say, it is called Dream Weaving School. And Andrea, had a session with Andrea, and she told me I was a dream weaver. So this is where this like all stemmed by, and I'm going to have that, and I'm super excited. But it's going to be very intimate, because I really want to have time for each individual person to help you move through whatever it is that you need to work through and get to that next level where you can be living in your best life. So yeah, I'm very excited about that as well. So anyway, if you have any questions about that, just drop me a note, a message, and we can schedule like a time to talk about it to see if this is like something that it's a good fit for you or not, or for me, right? Okay. Yay! MS going sign me up. Thank you. So yeah, it's going to be really amazing, and it's going to be such so intimate. Like I'm not going to have any more than 5. That's like my top for it. It's like that's what felt good. I am sweating, people. Like I have so much energy going through me, and it's different because usually when I do my healings, I get super cold because the energy just runs through me. But today, it's just like it's a different energy, and I guess because I'm not doing a healing right now, it's kind of like here, and because I did the showing you how to do the energy ball, like I am like super hot. So I want to actually do a mini healing right now with you guys if you're up for it, because I need to run some of this energy through me to cool me off. And plus, I think you guys will enjoy it. So if you're up for it, it will just take like a 3 minutes, 4 minutes to do a quick healing and release some tension, release some, what am I getting? Some negative emotions. So I'm feeling there's some negative emotions here. Yay, so Patty's saying, yeah, interesting. Oh, thank you. That would be great to have you, Patty. It feels good. It feels good. Like I'm getting like a yes. I'm getting like, that feels good for you. As well. Okay, so let's do a mini healing. Okay, so we're going to, if you want to, obviously, if you don't want to, and I just spoke about this, that if you're open to it, then you receive, and if not, you can just send it to the next person who wants it, right? And the next person is that you don't have to know them. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Before we do that, no, I'm going to do this first because I'm too hot, and then I'll talk about the Cancer again. All right, so let's start by grounding. So grounding, just bringing a beautiful cord up from the center of the earth, reaching your feet, running that through your legs, up to your body, through your head, and connecting to divine light. Excuse me, I have energy moving. And now I'm going to ask you to expand your roots onto the earth and just like really grow your roots firmly. Every time I do this, I feel so strong and so grounded, so that you're really, really grounded. And this is really important to ground before you do energy healing or any type of healing. But especially for me and when I work with people to do this, because quantum healing is really fast and it's really up there. So you really want to be grounded so that you can receive, right? So you're not, in order for you to be able to receive the healing, you need to be in your body feeling it. If you're out of your body, floating around and having fun out there where it's nice, then the healing doesn't work as much because you're not in your body and you're trying to heal your body, right? Because you're in this three-dimensional body right now, and that's what you're trying to heal. There's nothing wrong with your soul. Your soul is perfectly fine. You're here learning in this earth, in this three-dimensional earth, and this is why you're having issues, because that's part of your learning. So there's nothing wrong You didn't do anything wrong. This is just your learning path that you chose before coming here. So anyway, just grow your roots and just feel very firm here. And now I'm going to ask you to open your crown chakra. If you haven't done this before, just imagine a beautiful daisy flower on your head, opening all its petals outwards. And I always use the daisy because I am so connected to the earth, and it is so light and beautiful and fragrant, and that's how my healing energy works. It's very light and it's very heavenly. So I tried to do it with like a sunflower, and it just was not me. We were no match because of dark the dark center. So a daisy flower it is for me. Okay, so let's bring in divine light through our heads, our body, our legs, all the way to our tippy toes, and bring it up from your toes to your legs, the body, up to divine light, connecting heaven and earth. We're going to run this 2 more times. I'm going really quickly because the energy is going fast. So bring that beautiful light down from your head, your body, your legs, all the way to your tippy toes, and bring it back up from your toes, your legs, your body, all the way to divine light. One last time, bring divine light in through your body and your legs, all the way to your tippy toes, and bring it back up from your legs, your body, all the way to divine light, and hold that energy here. You are now at a very, very, very high frequency level. This is the frequency level you want to stay and maintain. You want to stay at and maintain, because here is where your body is able to release anything it doesn't need, and that includes any and all types of diseases. Your soul does not have a disease. It is only your human body. When you are up here, when you're maintaining the energy body up here and this heavenly vibration, then your body is able to start to release all that it does not need. And I'm cooling down so nicely. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do this and working with me. Everyone who's here, thank you, because now that energy is really running through me and through you. So you guys are just holding it up there, and I'm running the energy up and down through my body, which means it's running up and down through your body on its own, healing you. Oh, that feels so good, guys. Anything you no longer need, just get rid of it. Allow it to just let it go. There it comes again. It came last time. Let it go. That song from Frozen. It's coming up again. I'm going to have to rent that movie for my son. He hasn't seen it yet. Beautiful. Okay, you may take a deep breath in through your nose. Inhale love. And exhale all that you no longer need. Inhale love. Exhale all you no longer need. One more time. Inhale love. And exhale anything you no longer need. Yeah, much better. How are you guys feeling? Hi, Crystal. Oh my gosh. Hey, I didn't see you. I was in the middle of my home thing, my woo-woo. Yes, my son does need to see Frozen. He's been asking, and we don't have. Sorry, I'm getting some water. We don't have any type of cable. We really don't have time to watch TV. Seriously, we just don't. And he's like on the computer all day long doing virtual school. I'm on the computer all day long doing virtual school teaching. So once that's over, like, I don't want to be in front of a screen, and then I do this, but of course I love this, and this feels different. So yeah, I'm so glad, Crystal. I'm so glad you popped in at the right time. Ooh, and you're throwing me those purple hearts, dragon hearts. Crystal, for those of you who don't know her, she is the dragon lady, and she has some powerful dragons energy that she works with. And I had the pleasure of receiving her energy, and it's been amazing. Yeah, really good. Opened up a whole new level here. Okay, and I'm still bouncing. Okay, so let's go back to talking about all the type of illnesses, such as clogged arteries, or cancer, or arthritis, anything that's like, like an autoimmune disease and stuff. I also do DNA healings. So like if you have something like that, I go into to see your DNA strand, and I put in this like little paste. And you know who does this? Julie Ryan. That's where I learned that from Julie. So I put some energy there, and it just mends it, and it starts to rewire and rewrite that DNA, which is what went wrong, or what went kind of like haywire in the body before it starts to move on. Oh, hi Emma, you have celiac. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So this is not it's not something that it's easy to do, because we have been conditioned to believe that there is no cure, right? So you get hit with something like this, let's say thyroid. There's no cure for that. Here's your meds for the rest of your life, right? Or you have cancer. These are your meds, and that's what you need to work on, or you need to have surgery for something, or whatever it is, right? So we are conditioned to believe that that is the only way, and that is the answer. So this is why it's so scary. This is why when we receive the news of something like this, we get this like dread and fear inside of us, because that's what everybody is talking about and believes, right? So the more people that believe about that and listens to this type of answer, then the more we believe it. The ego believes it, right? So it's kind of like, sometimes it's easier, because it's like, okay, that's my path. I had to take these pills for the rest of my life, and that's the cure, and that's fine, and I'll deal with it. So that's easier, right? To believe that that's the only way to do it, than to, hey, maybe I could do something different and take a different path that is not the conventional medicine. And I'm not saying that conventional medicine is not good. It's definitely good. And definitely use all of the resources that you have available for any type of disease that you have, but don't close one off, right? So this type of medicine was the medicine. I'm sorry, I just I have a lot of energy moving. This type of energy, like energy healings, was like, this is the ancient stuff, right? This is what people used to use. And then the conventional medicine started happening, and then they were able to save more people, right? And so when you work with both of them hand in hand, then you have like the best combination and the best outcomes, because you are open to all of the possibilities. You're open to like the best doctors and your best guides, right? And so and then you have your own body, which your body is the strongest and the one that has the power. So even if you have a super amazing doctor, right? Doctor does surgery after surgery after surgery. And let's talk about, let's say, like a heart attack, right? Surgery, and 98% of the patients survive. He is like that good, or she, I should say, that good of a doctor, right? What happened to the 2%? Did the doctor do something different? Did they put less time into it? Like, what happened, right? If all the cases are the same, what happened? So some of the factors is you, right? When a doctor works on somebody to heal them, he is also the instrument, and then it is up to you, the person, the patient who is getting that work done, to actually decide, this is going to work for me and I will heal from this. But if you are going into that, this is not gonna work. My gosh, this is like horrible, and I'll never get over this. Then that doctor might lose you on the table, right? And it's not going to be anyone's wrongdoing. It's just what you as a person decide. So this is why you have all these miracle people, right? That heal from things. They heal like instantaneously, or they heal from cancer, or anything that you think like, oh, that's like impossible, because that's what conventional medicine tells you, that is impossible, or that is not real, or that only happens to like that one miracle person out of like, I don't know, the whole entire world. So it happens because that person is aligned to be healed, and is believing, and is open to the healing, right? So you have to have all of those things combined in order to have that healing happen. And yeah, and so I'm sorry, I'm just listening to what they're telling me to say, and I just got distracted and I lost my train of thought because of what they're saying. So they're telling me also, and don't forget, also work on your shadow and whatever it is that you still have inside that you need to move, right? Because disease comes to us because of the things that we've been putting inside, right? Any like trauma that we have had that we have not faced, or been able to move through, that starts to eventually turn into manifest into some type of disease for our bodies, right? And then it becomes harder. So it's a little bit complicated and stuff, but it's definitely doable, and your body can do it. And I was talking about eating before. So so if you stop eating, let's say at 6 p.m., then you will be done digesting by like 2 a.m. And then from 2 a.m., the next 4 hours, your body is actually working on healing itself. So that's a good amount of time. And then in the morning when you wake up, the longer you can stay, this is where intermittent fasting comes in handy. The longer you can stay without actually eating something, then the longer your body is in that state of healing itself. But it heals the most or the best while you are not digesting and sleeping. So those are two key things. So starving yourself during the day so that your body can heal itself, yeah, that will work, but it's not as intense as while your body is sleeping. So this is why sleep is a really integral part of healing yourself. Having that good sleep, like straightforward, like deep sleep, and also not having your body be digesting while you are sleeping. So those are like two really huge things in healing your body, because then your body is able to start to work on healing itself. If you're putting food after food after food in your body, and then like let's say you stop at 6 and then you stay up till like 10, and then at 10 o'clock you're like, oh, I got the munchies, and let me get something, then you just messed up your night for healing. So don't do that. And I know it's difficult because it happens to me as well. But if you're engaged in doing something that you like, instead of just feeling bored, then that doesn't happen. Or just go to bed early, right? Just go to sleep early, and then that will take away the craving, because obviously you'll be in bed sleeping. Go meditate or something. Yeah, so those are like really good points that I have in using energy to heal yourself. I have a lot of different ways to use energy to heal your own body. But this way that I just showed you is just a really simple way for you to be able to start putting that into practice and see how it makes a difference. And I have always been the type of person that what do you call that? Practices on myself. Like if somebody would say something, I would be like, oh, let me see if that actually works, and I would like try it on myself, like on half my body, if I could. Like I used to sell Mary Kay products, which is like a beauty thing, and they were like, oh, this this really works, whatever, it makes your skin so much good. I'm like, okay, let me see. So I would get it, and I would like put it on half my face, literally on half my face, to see if it actually made a difference. And then I would see if it did it or not. And what else? Oh, I know, that they say like if you shave your arms, then your hair will grow like twice as thick or whatever. So I did this when I was in high school. I shaved one arm for a full year over and over, just to see if that was true. And I don't have a hairy arm. I mean, I don't have one that's hairier than the other. So I've been doing this like all my life, like practicing on myself. So do that. Practice on part of you. Like let's say you have two arthritic knees, practice on one and see if it makes a difference, right? If you have like chronic headaches, try on your headache, putting that ball of light for your headache while you're having it instead of reaching for the pills first. But then have the intention and the belief that it's going to work. If you're going to be like, okay, well, let me try this for 5 minutes, and if it doesn't work, I'll grab the pills, then you're already putting the intention that it's not going to work, and then you're going to grab the pill, right? So you have to have the intention, the belief that yes, this will work. If you put it in, if you tell your subconscious that all right, I'm just going to give it 5 minutes and then I'll do the conventional stuff or the stuff that I usually do, then you're already telling it, I'm just doing this for fun or just to waste my time actually. I mean, really, like, what are you doing it for, right? You need to have the intention like, okay, I really want to use this modality on myself, see if it works. I mean, imagine if it works and you're able to get it to work for you, then where could that take you, right? Anything else that happens, anything else that you have within your body, you'll be able to start healing with your own energy. It's just you. You're using your own self to heal yourself. You're not asking anyone else. You're not giving your power to a doctor or to a bottle that says this will do A, B, and C, right? You're just doing it yourself, and then you'll be able to be like, okay, I'm surprising myself, right? And that really works, and that's amazing. And I mean, that's how I feel. And then imagine after that who you can help, right? If you have a loved one who has something, and you're able to offer that and extend that, and remember that they have to be on the receiving end, meaning they have to be open to receiving, right? Not just receiving, that they're on the other side to catch it. So otherwise, it's kind of like throwing a ball at someone who's like not playing, and it just hits them on the head, right? Or in the face. You don't want to do that. You want the person to be open, and you want them to like, don't twist their arms. Just like that's. It should be easy. It should be easy. It should be flowing. It shouldn't be like you're trying to prove yourself to someone who doesn't believe it, right? If they like it, if they want it, let them ask. Let them be curious enough to ask from you what they want, and then you can go ahead and open up, and then you can see how it goes. But you don't want to be trying to give all of you out with all of your beautiful excitement and everything of like, wow, this is what I'm feeling and I want to share it, and you're talking to someone who's closed, right? Who's not ready to receive. I mean, we're all ready to receive at some point, I hope, right? We're all energy, and like I said before, in just this physical body that we need to heal sometimes. All right, so that's it. I think I'm rambling off now. I'm going to open this up for some questions. If anybody has any questions, I can check with you guys and see what they have to say. Also, if there's anybody here from last time who asked me something, I would love to know if the advice that you received last week, like what happened with it, so I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds because you guys know there's a lag between when you type and when it shows up, so I don't see it right away. So I'm just waiting in case you have a question. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to talk again about my light language healing. I only have 4 spots left, only for another week and a half. Grab it because it is a special low price that I opened this up for only five people, and I only have 4 left. So it is really fast healing. It will also activate your light language, and I will show you like different ways. It just feels like whoosh. Okay, I can't describe it. Okay, so I have Crystals asking, how do you dissolve implants? I feel a little bit of pressure in my head right now. So you have pressure in your head, and you're giving a name as an implant. Okay, so I mean, I don't know. It's the same thing that I showed, right? So you form your ball of energy, right? So you put your hands together like this, together like this, not touching, until you feel your energy. That's your own energy from your own body. I showed this before. I think you missed that part. I'm not sure. I think you did. And then you feel that. You feel that you start moving your hands like that. You start to feel that give and take, that pull and stuff. Then you intend on the energy. This is your energy coming from your body. You intend on that beautiful ball of energy that's right here, swirling around in every direction. That is going to heal the part that you are talking about. So, for example, you just said, how do you dissolve implants? So your intention is dissolve the implants, right? So that's the language that you're giving it. So that's the language you're going to use for your energy ball. You're going to put it on whatever part of your head you feel. So let's say it's up here, you just put that energy ball there. You kind of like, let it penetrate through your physical body, and then you just let it be. And then you allow the light beings and the heavens and any guide that you're working with to take care of it as you just sit back and relax and just basically give thanks to them. Be in gratitude. Feel gratitude for the work that is being done on you, so that you can get out of your head and not stop it from happening. So I hope that answered that question. Anyone else has any questions? Anything you want to know? Let's see if that works, Miss Crystal. If not, catch the beginning of the video, because I explained it a little bit more in depth as to how to create that energy ball in your hands and do that. It got really warm, didn't it, today? I mean, now I'm feeling so much better after I ran that energy through me. How did you guys like that? Did you guys feel anything? Oh, so she's Crystal saying thank you, so I'm assuming that worked. How did you guys like the energy healing we just did? Did it release anything? Did you do it with me? Let me know. Also, let me know how this is feeling for you. Are you feeling that ball of energy in your hands? Are you going to intend to use it in something? Let me know. Put it in the chat. If you try it later on and you're working on yourself, let me know how that's working out for you. I'd love to know how it worked and how it helped you. I'm getting a pain on my right knee, so I am assuming one of you has a pain in their right knee right now, because that is not mine. Who's working on their knees? Somebody's working on their knees. Oh, Crystal says, I had so much fun. My ball is huge. Of course yours is huge. Right. So you can expand that ball of energy, right? Really big. You can also do a body scan with it. You can make like a big ball. Like you start with a small ball and then you expand it. So every time I move my hands away from each other, I keep it until I feel that push and pull again. And then I make it some more. Yep, there it is. And keep going until it's big enough. And then you can like put it on the top of your head and just like let it drop. So it rolls down through your body, doing like a body scan, and then that ball of energy will stop and work at any part of your body that your body needs without you even needing to know what that is. What? Yeah, the energy and your soul know what parts of your body need help. So you can just set the intention, heal whatever it is that I need, and put the whole ball. See, I just gave you 2 tips today. How does it get any better than that, right? So you put it through your head, you let it go through your whole body with the intention of finding what it is that you need to work on and heal, and the ball of energy just does it, as long as you surrender. So Leah's saying it's working on surrendering. Yeah, so that is definitely a hard one. If you So I'm getting writing. I'm getting writing, and I am not trying to sell you on my automatic writing club masterpiece that I have created for Saturdays, but they're telling for you to write it out. So on surrendering, write it out to release whatever is that is holding you back from letting go. Ha! There it goes again. Let it go. From Frozen. If you haven't, Leah, have you done any writing, any channel writing? If not, that's what they're saying that you should do. And it's fairly easy. You just basically sit in meditation and then you start writing, and then you let your hand continue to write on its own, and then that's how you start to get those messages. But if you would like to join us on Saturday, I do have a workshop that I'm holding twice a month now, because I did a whole like intensive thing this month, and so now the group that's there is continuing on, and we're just doing that twice a week. And I do get channel questions for the group that they can work on to release specific things, and it's specific to the people in that group. And then I'm sending those in like through a newsletter so that they know what to work on that week. So it's really nice, and it's very affordable. It's like $22 or something like that for the month. So I mean, we're meeting 2 times a month. So it's really, really something that you might want to do. And if you can't make it, I will record it. So if you can't make it, I can send that to you so that you have all that information and do it also with the group. So yeah, I had knee pain a few days ago. I was around my dad, family story around trauma, paranoia, money beliefs. Oh yeah. So you think this knee thing was yours? Thank you very much, Miss Crystal Rich. It's gone away now. So I guess you cleared it because it's no longer on my knee. I always have, I always like know if it's mine or if it isn't, because I sometimes get knee pain on my right knee as well. But this felt different, so like I knew it wasn't mine. Did you guys know that this like camera is backwards? It's like reversed. Like I got to fix my hair. Like look, this is my right side, and like over there on the computer it shows on this. So I'm all confused here. It's messing up with my left brain, right brain, whatever that is. All right. If there are no more questions, then I am going to go. If you are interested in finding out more about my small container, which will begin in June, and this is to help you move to your next level in releasing whatever is getting you stuck. We're doing quantum healing at every session that we meet, and then also awakening your gifts so that you can continue to help yourself and others. If that is your choice, then let me know. Just send me a message, a private message, and we can set up some time so I can tell you more about it, and then you can figure out if this is a good fit for you, and I can figure out if it's a good fit for me, because it has to be mutual energies for this to really be a nice sacred space for everybody. All right, so if there's no more questions, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I will probably pop up sometime next week with another tip on how to use energy or something. I don't really know what I do, or because I do these lives guided by what they're telling me that my group wants to hear or needs to hear. So this is why I don't just like tell you right away. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just following my intuition. It's like what they tell me. So when they tell me, hey, this needs to be heard, this needs to be said, then I do it. And this is why sometimes I just pop up as a surprise live, because sometimes it just happens that way, and I didn't have it planned or anything. So yeah, and if there's anything specific that you guys want to talk about, you can also send me a message or just put it on this thread, and then I'll look into that, and then maybe we can touch on those things as well if that's something that you would like to learn about. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for being here from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am in such gratitude to have you guys here with me this evening. I know I talked a lot. I did not mean to it, but the energy was just beautiful tonight. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. Bye, Crystal. Bye, everybody.